Hey everybody, what's going on? Baru here, back inside of Borderlands, the pre-sequel. And today we have a little bit of news, and this is going to be going over the new patch for Borderlands that was just released today. I've been doing this commentary probably 3 to 4 times now because I've been dumbfounded that this is even a change. I've been going to Ira talking about it multiple times. Let's talk about this. So first off, let's pull up these patch notes for the 5th time about what exactly they have changed here. Addressed an issue where some types of ice damage were being incorrectly resisted. Good job. Good on you, Gearbox. You fisted an element. Fragging kills will now contribute to the correct amount towards Big Game Challenge. Cool. So now things won't be glitched for that one challenge of bar that don't think anyone even knew or cared about. Next, did you see that? Limited the number of critical dialogue callouts. So Nisha won't be as crazy, or I think maybe that's Athena. Yeah, that's Athena. Won't be as crazy with calling out critical callouts. So good on ya. Made Athena less annoying. Now let's go over the actual changes that were implemented. And quote, fixes. Fixes. The Thorny Old Rollsy. Notice that damage? It got nerfed. It went from 518 damage to 368. Apparently they decided, no, we don't like people using our guns. If you could please stop using your guns, that would just be great. So they nerfed the Rosie. In addition to the Rosie nerf, they also nerfed the Probe from 56% healing to, like 2%. Like 2% healing. So that's pretty interesting. And they also removed its critical buffs, because if there's anything that anyone used the Probe for, it was killing stuff, right? No, the Probe has some of the lowest damage in the game, so they also made it impossible to kill anything with it. So in case you do get a critical with that, the critical bonuses are now gone. Those are the 2 fixes. Now, the final fix, but before I do that, let's go ahead and talk something about it. So what is it that what is TPS lacking? Endgame. What has Borderlands endgame always been? Farming, mobbing, finding loot, killing things. What would be the best fix for that? Fixing the unrespawnable enemies, making the unobtainable legendary loot that's in this game obtainable from somewhere outside the grinder. That'd be nice, right? Their response. They nerfed Ira and his drop rates. Yes, that's right. So the typical thing would be to come to Ira, get your thingies, grind them up, and maybe have a shot at getting an unobtainable legendary. They have now addressed this issue, because you are currently playing their game. They have addressed the issue of you playing their game with them nerfing the game. That's right. So, for whatever reason, because I can't think of a logical one, Gearbox has decided to nerf their game for the 2nd time. The first time, well, actually, the last set of patch notes they released was nerfing the drop rates on the BP because, people were shouting, oh my god, there's too many BPs in my game. Could you, Gearbox, please, can you stop making these BPs drop in my game? Goddamn, I don't like all these legendaries. Is now that we no longer have Ira to farm. Well, we can still farm him, but his drop rates are significantly lower. So now you are less likely to actually be able to acquire loot in this game. I've never seen a game actually make the game itself less enjoyable to play with each patch. No one's asking for these changes. I'm not even going to kill you. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to get loot anyway. Nobody is asking for these changes. You know what we're asking for? Respawnable enemies. Loot that can be farmed. Better mobbing areas. That's what we're asking for. How about, you know this thing? Jumping into the vehicle wipes out some of your skills. That's still in the game. That's still in the game. Claptrap still loses his skills. They didn't fix that. But instead they decided to fix. Can't see it, but I'm putting quotation marks. I'm putting quotation marks around that. Fix this game by nerfing Irishira. I want to know the thought process that went into this. Is the person who's doing the patching a banana? And they just walk up to the banana and think real hard of what's the next patch. I'm not trying to be insulting here, but God, if this doesn't annoy me, I've been holding out that maybe Gearbox will just stop with the terribleness of these patches and instead look at what other successful companies are doing, like, Destiny. What do? They talk with their community. They let them know, hey, we're changing this because A, it sucks. The Thorn. Everyone's like, oh my god, it sucks. Alright, we'll buff it. Then they buffed it. And guess what? Everyone was happy. That doesn't work here. We say, we want our farm. Their response? They remove our farm. Or they remove what little farm we had left. So if you are an endgame player, congratulations, you now have less endgame. So, and this is a hot fix that's going to be turned into a patch. So you're going to want to start your game in offline mode and not want to download updates. That shouldn't be a thing. No player in this game should be scared to download a patch. Players should not be scared to download a patch. I was okay with the Thumper nerf. Because you know why? Because it's like one item, no one cared too much about it, and it was still overpowered. This is just dumb. This is just borderline dumb. Like, why would you remove this? I want to know what exactly the thought process is going into these changes. Why do you not talk with your community? You know what? Just everyone, for this video, I'm going to put at Gearbox Software in the title. Just, if you can, if you have your YouTube link to it, like the video, and if you have it linked to your Twitter, it should, do the little tweet thing, maybe even retweet the video, anything like that. I want to just see them place a response. Just a response. It can be the number 8 for all I care. You can just respond with the number 8. But this is dumb. There's no reason to play pre-sequel. There's less and less reason to play the pre-sequel. I enjoyed Borderlands 1. I enjoyed Borderlands 2. Actually, I loved Borderlands 2. I played that game for 2 years. 3 years. A fun game. Now this. I really don't know what to say. Do you guys want some Borderlands 1 and 2 content? Because I'll give it to you. Because I don't know how much pre-sequel stuff I can do. That's why the unedited long nail legendary guide is still sitting inside of Vegas half edited. That's why it's sitting right there, right in front of me. It's because this problem that we've been talking about every day since the release of pre-sequel is still here, and instead of fixing it, we get a slap in the face. I mean, I support to whoever was on the development team of Borderlands 2. Because that was good. This is not. This is just insulting to your fan base. This is literally a slap in the face to your fan base. There are more people on Steam playing Borderlands 2 than there are playing pre-sequel. The peak for people playing Borderlands 2 is higher than the peak playing for pre-sequel. And that is just a clear sign of something very wrong in the game. And they don't fix that problem. Instead, they just make it worse. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think? Why? Why do you think they made this change? What possible reason could there have been for making a change to make the end game worse? This barren game that has little to no end game now has less end game because you can't acquire loot in it. The game centered around looting and shooting now has less looting. And since you have less guns, you do less shooting. I mean, do they want everyone to use Gibbed? I mean, I use Gibbed a little bit for making the informational guides, but now it's just like, all right, well, I'm never going to see legendaries. I can see why everyone uses Gibbed. I can see why, because you can't get the gear otherwise. This has been a rant. I have been ranting on for a while now. Guys, in the comment section below, let me know why do you think Gearbox made this change? And I want you to tweet at Gearbox Software, please. Just why did you make this change in a polite manner? We don't need to attack people. We don't need to be crazy with things. I've seen some weird shit on Twitter while I've been making this video of, "Oh my God, I'm going to kill you." We don't need to make those kinds of threats. We're peaceful around here. I just want a simple response as to why. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Just why. And like we said, guess I have two personalities now. Like I said, if you have your YouTube linked to the Twitter and you hit the like button, should tweet it out, things like that. I want to see this get spread around. I want a response from Gearbox. They won't give me one. They won't give us one. They won't give this community one. Let's be honest. They won't do it. But you know, there's hope. Because there's Battleborn coming around the corner. There is Battleborn coming around the corner. And they plan to make a MOBA out of that? MOBAs typically need, you know, communities. And if they treat their community like this one, it's not going to go far. I want to see Borderlands 3 not be a giant pile of garbage. But I want it to be good. They have the fundamentals. I've never seen a company literally throw away so much potential before. Literally throwing it away. But I've been ranting on for long enough. Let me know in the comment section below, again, why do you think they made this change? Would you like to see some Borderlands 1? Maybe a Borderlands 2 playthrough? Maybe some more content on that? I'll remake some better content. I spent many hours in Borderlands 2 making those best in slot videos, and I loved them because they were awesome. I love the game. And I'll do more on that. If you want to see that, if you are a fan of Borderlands and you just want to see some Borderlands 2 content, I can bring you more on that. I can do that. You let me know in the comments. I'll see you all in the next video, everybody. This has been a long rant. In the description, there's going to be a link to the patch notes. You can read them over for yourselves. That way you can have your jaw just hit the floor when you see that. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Your responses will decide which game is going to be in the next. Borderlands 1, Borderlands 2 pre-sequel. You guys let me know. Anyway, ranting on long enough. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one. Later.